Hi, everybody. Matt Schuneman here. I'm going to go over chapter 24, A Wild Boar in the Vineyard. And I thought that was a really great title, one of the best I've come across in quite some time. Imagine the Roman Catholic Church as a vineyard. You've got those long trellises, straight, the well manicured vines hanging off of each side, and consistently productive year after year. That sounds exactly like the Catholic Church. Then, of course, you've got our disruptor, Martin Luther, coming in. And I don't know if any of you have ever spent any time or were raised on a ranch or a farm, but I can tell you that damage from a wild boar can be substantial. And that makes this analogy as accurate as it is insulting, unfortunately. But, you know, Shelley jumps right into Martin Luther's doctrine of justification, which is that man is saved only by his faith in the merit of Christ's sacrifice. And the implications of this development of Luther's, I think, struck fear in the leadership of the Roman Catholic Church. They feared the loss of their necessity, the necessity of the priests, the necessity of the monks, the necessity of praying to the saints, and feared being relegated into insignificance. I'm not sure that that had to be the result, but too late for my opinion, I guess. Shelley gives us a brief history of the Roman Catholic Church's foray into corruption as he detailed the selling of indulgences as a revenue model. Given that this behavior went unchecked and actually expanded over a couple or few centuries, is anybody even surprised that someone, Luther in this case, called them out on it? I'm not. I think that was probably a long time coming. It seems to me that the Roman Catholic Church cheapened the doctrine of justification when they allowed this violation to occur in the first place and then expand. Yet Luther was the one that was called the heretic. So, anyway, I think the Catholic Church also missed an opportunity in passing on Luther's concept of the free individual approaching God through faith. I think they perceived a threat that did not necessarily exist and went right by the opportunity to train on an individual basis a world full of Christians. I'm not sure how many priests we'd have today to fulfill that role or that model, but it would be substantial. Not that there's a one-to-one ratio, but significantly more than what the Catholic Church has today. Anyway, who knows what they were really afraid of, I guess. Maybe they were hiding something else. But the takeaways from this chapter, you can find on page 257. It's Luther's answers to four basic questions. Question number one is, how is a person saved? Luther answers that by saying, not just by works, but by faith alone. Question number two is, where does religious authority lie? Luther answers, not in the visible institution known as the Roman Catholic Church, but in the Word of God found in the Bible. The third question is, what is the church? The whole community of Christian believers, Luther says, since all are priests before God. And fourth, what is the essence of Christian living? Luther says that it is serving God in any calling, any useful calling, whether that is ordained or lay. So those are the takeaways. I'm sure we're all aware of those, but I'm interested in everybody's thoughts on how the Catholic Church either perceived correctly or incorrectly the threat from Luther, and maybe what they should or could have done differently, where that may have placed them today. So anyway, hope you found it interesting. Let me know your thoughts. Thanks.